Here's a question that everybody always wants to ask, but I'm going to change it up. I'm going to do it a little differently. How should new artists approach the industry if they're trying to make a career out of music from a business standpoint? So how should they approach the music industry if they're brand new and they want to start themselves in a career from a business aspect? What are the kinds of things they need to do?
First, they gotta understand what their brand is gonna look like.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? What is gonna be your identity? Then there's the technical aspects of starting a business.
LLC it up.
LLC it up.
Don't put it in your own name.
Right. Or whatever you want to do. Corporate. It's different. It's like 5 different business models, right?
Right. You can C corporate.
C corporate. You could.
Yeah.
You could nonprofit. It's different ways you can go about it, right?
You could do an LLC through a nonprofit.
Everything, right? You could do both, right?
Right.
Websites. Copywriting your music.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things. I'm going to be offering this in ebooks very soon.
Yeah.
But there's different things that you have to do legally to be set up. Right?
What's the best way to do that? Would you say go through LegalZoom, or would you say literally just start on Google and do your research and learn about this stuff before you start to click around and pay for it?
Google's okay, but it's not. I wouldn't take the Google route.
It's free though.
It is free. You can learn. Google's going to give you perspective. It's not going to really tell you how to actually do everything legally. LegalZoom is an outlet, but it's crazy. I'm going to be offering that service too. Like, so we're going to be offering.
It's crazy. It's like we're talking about all this stuff.
Yeah.
People are just going to come to you.
Yeah,
Why we even need to talk?
I'm going to be offering that service on how to do those things, and value.
Yeah.
This is how you should do this.
Yeah.
Someone that went through it already. Someone that knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Give it back.
So, by you offering these things to people, are they saving time because they're paying for the knowledge, right? So are they saving time because you've already been through it, so you know what's successful and what's not?
Right, they're saving
Is that the
time.
biggest advantage?
Yes, because with me, with LegalZoom, you're gonna just get the business set up.
Yeah.
With me, you're gonna get the business set up and the extra business things you need to do after the business setup.
Yeah.
So that's a more bigger package.
Yeah. I'm curious if you follow closely the artist Russ. Do you follow him at all, Russ?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I follow Russ, and his story is unique and how he built things up, and
Listen to
I
this.
like Russ.
I'm asking because Russ gives out a lot of game in his interviews. If you listen to an interview, if you're an artist that's starting out, I'm gonna talk right to the camera. If you're an artist that's starting out, you have to go listen to Russ. Just listen to his interviews, Breakfast Club, whoever the hell he talks with, because he knows his stuff. He actually talks about his strategies, what he does, how he failed, how he succeeded. He really gets into it. He gives away a lot of free game. But why I'm asking about Russ is because he's all about his business. We're talking about the business of hip-hop today, entrepreneurship. I think Russ is a great case study because he's so open to talking about his game, what he's actually learned. So you can actually learn from him because he'll talk about a specific song and he'll say, oh, that song's status, that came out because of this and that. And then you look at the song and you're like, oh, shit, that actually did come out because of that. So it's pretty genuine. It's a lot of fun. He did the whole drop one song per week thing. That's like part of his strategy to blow up, and he's actually doing that right now. He's like in the middle right now of dropping one song per week. What do you think about that strategy?
Well, the one song a week strategy, quote unquote, is to help you build the algorithm up.
It's to help you build the exactly.
Right. So that's what that was. I'm gonna give you some game now on that. It's to help you build the algorithm up. Because here's the thing. They say but see, what Russ have that some artists don't have, he have relationships with these people that owns Spotify, that owns these streaming platforms, right? What you have to get originally. But when you start to build your algorithm up, then they start to recognize who you are, right? Because what you're doing, they have a service for providing music.
Right.
So the more music you post, right? The more music you post, it allows you to do that.
So what about the argument between quality versus quantity? What side of that argument are you on?
I like quality.
See, I'm the same way. I like quality, but then you listen to Gary Vee, and he's like, "Oh, you got to be posting all this content every day, all the time." And I'm like,
"But see, Gary,
for the algorithm, he's not wrong."
No, so Gary Vee is saying that not from a music perspective, right? He's saying that from a concept perspective, right? It's a difference. So when he get up and he just he have a subject and he just like I'm posting. His main thing is like you ain't gotta edit it, make it rough, make it this, make it that, right? And I respect that. But because sometimes we spend a lot of money just trying to make it look perfect. But from a music perspective,
I'm guilty of that.
Right. From a music perspective, sonically, you want to have things that's gonna be great for the ear.
Yeah.
I don't want to put out nothing that people like, I'm not jacking that. You know,
Get the fuck out with that.
That's not what the Rapstar brand is about.
What is the Rapstar brand about?
Well, it's about inspiration, putting out good music, entrepreneurship, leadership.
Absolutely. How do you think, like, through your music, I mean, you talk about it a lot, but, like, do you think, like, you know, through the aesthetics of the music that those things peek through a lot, like the leadership and all that kind of stuff? Absolutely.
Anytime I do music, you're gonna know what it is. It's like you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
And it's like all those are combined.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All those elements.